Governor Abbott's floating border barrier will remain in place in the Rio Grande. It's the latest court decision in the ongoing legal battle between Governor Abbott and the White House over border security. Fox 4's Alex Boyer has a breakdown of today's ruling. Alex.
Hi, Clarice. You know, a majority of the 17 justices who make up the Fifth Circuit Court of Appeals have opted to hear the buoy barrier case. So that is why an earlier decision by a three-member panel of the same court that called for the buoys to be removed has now been vacated. I talked to a constitutional law attorney about this somewhat unique circumstance. Will the floating barrier in the Rio Grande River stay or will it go? That is the question now before the entire Fifth Circuit Court of Appeals in New Orleans after a surprise move Wednesday.
There's been a lot of back and forth about this. Texas placed this set of buoys in the Rio Grande to deter people from crossing.
David Cole is a constitutional law attorney who has been watching this case closely. In June of last year, the state of Texas spent $1 million to deploy a string of buoys in the Rio Grande to deter migrants from illegally crossing near Eagle Pass. The federal government sued to have them removed and won in court initially.
A federal trial judge told them to remove it, and after some skirmishing about emergency stays, a panel, 3 judges, which is how the Fifth Circuit does most of its business, a Fifth Circuit panel held a few months ago that the federal government side was correct and the state needed to remove the barrier, the buoys.
But on Wednesday, the court vacated the panel's 2-1 ruling after a majority of its 17 active judges voted to rehear the case, a somewhat rare legal process referred to as en banc, French for on the bench.
So it showed an interesting difference in opinion. The panel, by just luck of the draw, happened to have 2 judges appointed by Democratic presidents and another judge recently appointed by President Trump. On the Fifth Circuit, the makeup is considerably more conservative.
Cole says it will take some time for all of the justices to coordinate their schedules. So for now, the series of linked concrete anchored buoys that stretch roughly the length of 3 soccer fields will remain in place.
So they pick out a handful of cases every year for review by the full court, and this one made the cut.
And Cole tells me he expects the Fifth Circuit to hear this case sometime in May. He also says he wouldn't be surprised based on the outcome if ultimately this case does end up before the U.S. Supreme Court. Back to you.
Alex Boyer, live in downtown Dallas. Alex, thank you.